Today's show is brought to you by Even Keel Fish Shack.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Beefo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a balmy beach edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. It is Wednesday, October 22nd, the year 2025. Yeah. Stone crab season began last week, and we are here to sample some of the bounty at Even Keel Fish Shack. Again, Lauderdale by the sea. The breeze is blowing. It's beautiful out. Mike Lubie Lubitz,
yes,
how
sir.
are you today?
I am doing well. We're working the sleep situation out. I actually got like a nap in, which I don't know if I've done one of those since I was 6. But I guess when you're purely tired, you can sleep no matter what. My wife was with Luca this early afternoon, so I was actually worked out that this was a 2:00 start, because from like 11:45 to 12:15, I got to take like a 30-minute nap, and it's like I haven't felt this good in like 2 weeks.
Well, that's great. You got a cocktail in front of you. What do you got here? They got the great bar here at Even Keel. They got the great seafood items. We're going to be joined by Brad, the chef owner, here in a minute, and he's got some new menu items. And oh boy, this is my favorite part of my job. They are going to be bringing out some stone crabs, and they also have some new spiny lobster dishes, the Florida Bahamian lobsters, which is all tail. But it's 2 new dishes that are on the menu for the fall. One of them could be a little bit polarizing because our friends to the north love it. Lobster poutine. So it's going to be their great fresh hand-cut fries here with cheese curds and spiny lobster.
See, that sounds good to me. I know our friend Ken doesn't like poutine. I like poutine.
Yeah, I'm keeping an open mind and an open mouth and an empty belly. I have not had breakfast today.
Oh, geez.
And so I was getting one of those hanger headaches. I got myself a beautiful, got the pina colada.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, nothing cures a headache than just drinking some alcohol.
And sugar.
And and the other new dish, it's a spiny lobster fried rice with a dashi sauce. And you know these guys. This is casual seafood, but with elevated twists.
That's literally the way I would describe this place.
Because you can come in here as Jim Sarney is off to the side wearing shorts and his moccasins. I haven't seen moccasins since the days.
It is like boat docksiders.
Is that docksiders?
They look like boat shoes, the dockside kind of shoes.
You could come in wearing flip-flops. This is one of those places. There is no dress code. You do need a shirt. You can't run around in Speedos maybe. But, no, they're pretty laid back here. And we've got a nice little crowd in here.
Yeah, they've been doing well for the lunch.
Vibes.
I don't know if they're still doing the lunch special, but I know every day they have some kind of special going on.
We are easing into peak season now. I think the demarcation line is usually stone crabs, October 15th, and boat show, which is going to be later this month. They'll start really picking up, and hopefully all the snowbirds will be flying back, and also some of the other seasonal visitors. And we don't know if the Canadians are going to come back.
Oh, God.
But they've got the poutine here to lure them back.
Exactly.
All right. Meanwhile, before we get into the food and some other food discussions, we do have to thank Jim Sarney, who's off to the side, the unofficial mascot.
He'll never come on, too. We would have him on.
No, that's okay. Everybody knows their place, and Sarney's place is to send sometimes ridiculous and sometimes very intriguing texts about things and topics. But Sarney is very, very one of the most considerate people I know.
Yes,
when
he
it
really
comes
is.
to birthdays
and
other occasions, and in this case, the birth of one Luca Bracci,
Panici Lubitz Reyes,
Panici Bracci, yes, Daniel Reyes Lubitz. Look what he got. Can you tell the audience what do we have here?
They call it a kit. It's 3 onesies, because Luke is only wearing onesies these days, and that's all he's wearing, and he's wearing a lot of them. And it's the gray, the pink and black and pink. These are really cool.
But these are
These are real deal Inter
Miami
CF
FS
or
FC. football club or club football? I
It's
don't
back.
know.
It's whatever. It's backwards to what they normally is. But
It is, yes.
Inter Miami, I think,
Club International
football
de
club.
Football.
I think it's.
But it's the Messi
it's
team,
CF.
and
Yes.
it's the Messi
yes.
colors.
And they're in the playoffs for the next month, so I'll try to look out in these, and we'll take some pictures and maybe finally show him, because we did finally release the news to the world. So maybe I'll drop him here in the next few days. But this is really cool. I'm really stoked, and Shirley's already really excited about this.
Very considerate. And Val and I still haven't gotten
no
you
comment.
the shower. Well, first of all, we were caught unaware. Well, the baby shower, we were a little bit disorganized, and I wanted to get you something thoughtful, and then all the things on the
They're
registry
gone.
were
I
already gone.
I know.
And next thing you know, the kid is already here.
And then he's
so
here.
how about if I buy him maybe some savings bonds, college?
There you go.
tuition?
Go old school Jew. I love that.
That is.
I
Remember
used to get savings
the
bonds
bar
all the
mitzvahs?
time. It was like, if you wait 30 years, it'll be worth $64. It's like, okay.
I should have waited. I think, you know what? I probably cashed them all in right when I was
100%.
graduating college and needed a, security
Yes.
deposit for my first apartment or something like that. But anyway, very nice
Yes,
onesies.
it's a great gift.
Val and
really,
I,
really excited.
the check or something is on the way.
It's fine. You guys have been great.
We'll
no matter what.
we'll get there. And yeah, so that's something, a nice way to start the day.
Yes.
And they are very fashion
They're nice.
appropriate because
Yeah.
it's pink, and October is breast
Breast
cancer
Cancer
awareness
Awareness,
month.
Yep.
And right here at Even Keel, I see on the table cards here, they have what's called the featured cocktail of the month is the Pink Pony Club,
Oh, nice.
which is a Gin Lane Victoria Pink.
That's interesting. You may have to get one of those.
They have all kinds of pink cocktails that I guess a portion of the proceeds are going to be going towards
cancer awareness, nice.
breast cancer.
That's great.
But we'll talk more about that and other things with Brad. I don't know if, they were running some specials summertime. I don't know if they're still ongoing for another month. We'll find out. But every day here at Even Keel, they have their happy hours. And, of course, Wednesday is half-price wine night.
Yep.
Monday is Muscle Madness, the
Yep.
never-ending mussel bowl with that great kind of lemongrass Asian Thai I don't call it gravy. I don't know. What do you call
Like
it?
is it a sauce? I
It's
don't
a
know. It's
sauce.
just
Yeah,
amazing.
mussels in sauce.
It's fantastic.
And then of course Tuesday you've got the
So doing the
all-day
oysters?
$2 premium
Oh, geez.
oysters, and they've got the $2 premium oysters every day. Happy hour from 4 to 7 p.m. We love Brad and
Yes.
Dave. They, I get a little nostalgic and weepy this time of the year
Yeah.
because
You sent me a thing. I'm like, when was this? You're like, June 2021. I'm like, okay, what was June 2021?
well, it's October. So in October was the launch of
The show,
Let's
yeah.
Eat, well, the Let's Eat
Oh, the
South
group.
Florida group launched in early October
Mm.
of 2018. So
Wow.
we're going on 7 years there. And then we've got the official launch of the Lunchbox show was actually November 1st, 2021. So
Yes.
we're coming up to the 4th anniversary of that.
Yep.
Now, Jeff DeForest and I started on the great radio station
WWNN.
at the Winners
1470.
Network,
There you go.
which could be a little dicey there, but we started kind of people would kind of scratch their heads and say, "Wait, you're doing a food show on radio?
That's what I was
How
saying.
do we see the food?" Eventually, Lubie had the bright idea to take it online onto the
Especially in
web
this day and
streaming.
age when it's very
Yeah.
easy to do everything online.
But the real origins of the show were back when you guys
Gambling
were
Gourmet.
on AM radio on 940,
940 WINZ.
and you guys were there for a while.
Long
But
time.
I started off after I left the Sun Sentinel, and during the pandemic, I started off as the Gambling Gourmet.
Yep.
And I was just looking back that Even Keel was one of the
From the
OG
beginning.
sponsors of the Gambling Gourmet and then the Lunchbox. And I really appreciate the support
Yep.
from Brad and Dave. They've been great to us.
Yes.
I always recommend them to anybody who's looking for
100%.
top-notch seafood. And the fish and chips here cannot be beat. Best
Oh, wow, there's nothing like it.
they are the best in town. And for people who don't know, it's right at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard here, Lauderdale by the Sea, right across the street from
I mean, the weather today is as good as you're going to get inside. Like, this is a fantastic day. Like,
Oh.
this is why we live here. Like, I know it's starting to kick up the rest of the country, and that means cold for us. It just means less hot, which I in my older years, I've actually learned to embrace it, because in doing traveling to colder places, I like that I can wear this shorts, nice T-shirt
No, it's
in
pleasant.
January. Like,
You know, and
I like
and
that.
I don't like the word perfection because it's like, show me what's perfect.
No,
Now,
you're
there's
never
always
getting
you could quibble about something, but today's weather is almost perfection.
Fantastic.
And I think another bonus, it seemed to me, I don't know if you noticed this, I think they actually reduced the parking rates
Okay.
at the meters that I've noticed because it used to cost me.
It was double the money. It was
Yeah.
double.
What has happened here, and this is very unusual for money-hungry cities in South Florida.
Mhm.
Usually they're raising the rates on the parking, but I see that today they have now reduced the parking rates in the parking lots at the meters to $2 an hour from $4 an hour for weekdays. So weekday parking is less expensive now. The weekends remain $4 an hour here. But it was a pleasant surprise to punch in the parking.
I thought it
meter.
was wrong, but I've learned being born and raised in South Florida, you don't ask. If
Yeah.
you get a gift, you just take the gift and
Right.
cross your fingers that they won't get you in the end. I was like, maybe they're lowering prices because like they're trying to get more people out here, more people excited to be in this area, which is fine.
I just made sure that I parked between the
The
lines,
lines.
that my tires weren't touching the line because, as Defo found out unpleasantly, that they are sticklers.
They're
for,
very weird about
you
that.
gotta you can risk getting a parking ticket
100%.
if you are kind of even touching the line. It's kind of like the NFL replay judges now, like going back and seeing, was it a catch?
Yep.
Were both feet in bounds? Were
Yep.
both sets of tires in
Yeah,
bounds?
yeah.
Meanwhile, Defo, I don't know. He is up in Keeneland, Kentucky. I
Yes.
guess Lexington, Kentucky, horse country. He's on a 4-day gambling junket.
Yep.
We're gonna say that he's in exile after humiliating himself.
It was
his
a
lock
weird game
of
to
the
call it the
year.
lock of the year. Like the Dolphins have done nothing to give you any, even versus the Browns. Like
How could anybody consider any game involving the Dolphins winning a lock? In fact, how could anybody who's in one of those suicide pools ever pick the Dolphins? Because that
No,
would
never.
be suicide.
yes, well, and I agreed with him when he said it because in the sense it's like okay, if they're going to win a game, this is the game. But that's not how life works. Just because you're that old say, in sports, they're due. No, sometimes teams aren't due. They're just bad.
Sometimes you got to believe your eyes. When you see a team and it's total garbage, you got to believe they're garbage.
Yes.
And it's not going to be turned around.
No.
They're not going to win 11 in a row.
Well, and the
Or have-
owner's not pushing. Again, in life, look, I get it. These are professional athletes, so they should be self-motivated, but we've seen that's not always the case. And when your boss doesn't care how good you are at your job, that doesn't make you work harder.
No, it makes you work more aloof. It's like, hey, I don't give a crap. So we wish Defo well
Yes.
in exile. We hope he hits lots of long shots
Yep.
and lots of 7.5s come in. Maybe he'll come back next week. Maybe not. But in any event, we've got that. And you know what? Here's the weird thing. We're going to get we did our little dolphin talk right now.
Yeah, I think we got
And
out of our system.
I've been ruled off. Tomorrow we're going to be with our friend Pat Utter at Shenanigans Sports Pub in
Yep.
Dania Beach.
Yep.
And he texted me today that he only wants to talk about food and beverage. He has got a great beer program
Yeah,
there.
it's
Good
worth
beer, the coldest beer.
Mhm.
He's got a good new system in there. I guess all these tap lines and nice and clean. And he wants to talk about the hospitality business. He says, I don't want to talk about the Dolphins
Well,
anymore.
he's a Cane guy, and he's a Dolphin.
I don't want to talk about the Canes and what just happened last week. He might want to talk about Chaminade because his
Yeah,
son
they're
is
doing well.
kicking butt
I
there
love it.
too.
That's so
And
great.
he's
growing into his own too.
Patrick is Matthew,
Yeah.
Pat's son,
Yeah.
who is now a senior.
Yep.
His stock keeps rising because at first he thought he didn't even know if he was going to get any scholarship offers. Now he's gotten
Oh, he's
scholarships.
playing his
We'll
butt
let
off.
him talk about it tomorrow, but he's now risen through the ranks where he's getting
Nice.
some
Getting
decent,
offers?
like
I love
for
it.
Division II schools.
That's right.
And
Free
things
college
like-
and being able to play football into adulthood, and college is adulthood is something that it's everyone's dream. Like I had to stop playing sports on a competitive level in middle school. Like for him to be able to go into college doing that, and he was an undersized dude, and he's growing out, he's filling out. And the one thing Pat always shows us, and it's what both of my teams lack right now, he is all heart. Like that kid never gives up. That kid is urgency, drive, passion, and you see that. Look, a lot
you
of the
love
time,
hustle. You got
but those are the
hustle.
kids that grow more
Yeah.
than stay the same or go backwards.
I mean, the Zach Thomases of the world,
Bingo.
like, wasn't considered anything really,
no,
like
he was
a
undersized.
blue chipper. He's an undersized guy, but when you have a good heart, a big heart,
Yep.
motivation, drive, and a good brain, a good football awareness.
And the kid's really bright. He's a bright
you
kid.
can go far, and so that's that'll be the only football or sports talk.
He's
allowed
gonna talk. He always does that. He's the one. What's funny about Pat is he was ahead of the curve when we were being positive last year. Even you,
he was
he was like,
ahead.
"Yeah, they're screwed. They're done."
He
But-
knew he could see from a mile away.
Yeah,
That Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel,
100%.
and Tua Tagovailoa,
the
whatever
triumvirate
his
of
name is.
disaster. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But the fan in him is still there to the point where even though he knows it's a disaster, it still hurts him to watch
it
the
hurts him to the core.
Titanic like go down.
Now, fortunately for him and people who have these sports bars, we have gambling and we have fantasy leagues now. So I've been into shenanigans a few times on Monday nights, and they're packed because people are still into sports. And we've got baseball playoffs
World
in
Series.
full swing.
World Series,
MLS playoffs. I don't know how many people go to sports bars to watch it, but Jim Sarney is saying, "Why don't you talk about the World Series?" And I was like, "Yeah, nobody really watches the World Series anymore.
It's weird.
Ratings are way down. Remember what it used to be like, the World Series as
A big deal. No, it was a big deal.
It was, it would be viewed by 30 million people, and it was a major, major event. But as the world has changed, it seems like, especially when, you do have a big market and big marquee
In the
star.
Tony Segredo this morning did make a good point. Because you forget they are the second biggest market, but it is the West Coast, and for some reason the West Coast always
it's a different
slows when it's
time zone
numbers.
because they put the games on here 8:00 here, but it's
Like
5:00
5
there. And then people are still getting home from work. They're stuck in traffic jams on the freeway.
LA.
They're putting out the forest fires.
Yep.
It's kind of hard. But the, Ohtani, what he did was spectacular. So people might
and
watch
Vladdy
just to
Guerrero's
see what
hitting
he
the
does.
crap out of the ball. So
Yep.
look, I grew up.
And we've got nationalism in play. We've
Yes,
got,
Canada v. America.
Canada versus USA. Canada hasn't won in hockey. I think the last time that the Blue Jays won the World Series was also the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup.
The
So
Canadians won in the early 90s. Yeah, it's about right.
How odd would it be if
They win in
Canada
baseball before they
wins
win in
in
hockey.
baseball, and then they would get to stick it in the craw?
Yeah, they only
of
have one team now.
a
Montreal's been long
certain
gone.
president that wants
Yeah,
to
exactly.
annex Canada as a 51st state, and that could be an interesting dynamic.
That'd be
if
funny.
the Blue Jays win.
That's our sport as much as anything. Like America is literally apple pie, baseball. To then go have Canada win. You had the Panthers winning their sport, so it'd be
Right.
funny to have Toronto winning our sport.
Question is, would the president invite the Blue Jays to the
right.
White
Exactly.
House?
No, probably not.
He would hold them hostage.
I don't know if they
until Canada
go. That'd be funny.
surrenders and becomes the 51st state.
Jesus.
Oh, I don't know. Look, I'll pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Will I wager on it? Hell no.
No.
I mean, I can't bet against the Dodgers.
I think the Dodgers are going to run roughshod. But the Blue Jays have woken up, and it is a cool story. Vladdy Guerrero's hitting the ball as well as anyone not named Shohei Ohtani.
There you go. All right, so there you have it. That's the sports
We
talk
got
for the
some
rest of
sports
the
in
week.
there.
I've got a couple of food topics, and
Let's
again,
go.
Brad is going to join us after the first break, and he's going to bring out some of these great new dishes here at Even Keel.
Yeah,
Fish
I
Shack.
love how you worked it. We're having 2 different lobster dishes and stone crabs.
I didn't ask for anything. In fact, I was coming in today, and I was going to go a little bit contrarian and say, we haven't featured their great burger here.
No,
Now, they have a
and it's
really
fantastic.
good burger. You don't think necessarily of a seafood place, but it's a double patty burger that's kind of a smash burger with their special sauce and the Benton's bacon.
bacon.
It's a great burger,
Great.
and so much so that actually Burger Beast, who I've been in communications with after he stiffed us last week, that's okay, Seth.
I love how you have
But
to say it
he's
like that.
he's curating an upcoming burger event next year in conjunction with the folks at Visit
Food Fest?
Lauderdale Food Fest. But
Nice.
it's not during the Food Fest. It's going to be later on in May for
Okay.
Burger Month.
Okay.
More details
That's
about
great,
that
though.
to come. And he's whittling down his list, and he's giving serious consideration, I
Has he
understand.
been here?
He has not been here,
We
but
need to
I've
get him
been
here.
talking it up. And
Get him here.
I tried to get him up here today, but
It's a
he was
great burger.
and again, but I'm not going to start asking for certain things. When I come in and Brad says, "Oh, we're going to give you some stone crabs and 2 lobster dishes," all I say
Okay.
is, "Yes, chef."
Yes, chef.
Chef,
You're
yes,
in the
chef.
bear.
So that was good. All right, couple of things.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
the Facebook group, Let's Eat South Florida, 217,000.
That's amazing.
I'm trying to kind of take it in stride. I'm trying not to let it upset my, let's say,
That
general
usually means there's a
overall
topic
mood.
that you're not happy about.
Val sees it because I'm usually like, you know,
Losing your
in bed
mind.
and just saying, I can't fucking believe this one. So yesterday I posted this, and I knew it was going to get a big reaction, but it was,
So you posted it.
yeah, I approved it.
Okay.
I
you
approved it.
Okay.
Somebody had, it was one of these fetching posts about a guy said he went to Publix and he asked for a dozen shrimp.
Okay.
And
okay.
he said
That's not a lot of shrimp.
the clerk at the seafood counter looked at him blankly and said, "We sell shrimp by the pound."
I was gonna say that's an interesting
And-
way to ask
and-
for shrimp.
And well, no, I mean
Do
sometimes
people
I'll
do
say,
that?
yeah, I do. I say
A
sometimes
dozen
I
shrimp?
want. Sometimes I, you know, if you have a recipe, it calls for 2 dozen shrimp, 18 shrimp. I sometimes I'll go by the number of shrimp instead of the weight. However, Publix sells it by the pound. But this guy got all peeved because, like, the guy stared at him blankly, and basically, I guess couldn't. I don't know what the situation was. The guy portrayed it as the guy didn't know what a dozen was. Okay,
No, that's not
and
good.
I don't like when you crap on service, you know, industry
No,
workers.
it's usually a pound, half a pound. That's how it
paid.
is.
Well, no, but here's the thing, and I said it was
So-
very simple. I posted a reply, and the reply got over 400 likes because I
Jesus.
said, "Well, I said,
So
hey,
you're supposed to count out 12? Is that what he would want? Like, I don't
he
know how
wants
does
a
that
dozen shrimp, which is easy enough."
Yeah.
But
and then you weigh it, I guess.
yeah, and then you weigh it. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is what I said. It's like when you're either in a restaurant or a market, and clear communication is key. This is one of my things.
Yes.
And if somebody doesn't understand my request, then I will break
Reframe
it
it.
down.
Yeah.
So I said, and I did the imaginary conversation. Me, I'd like a dozen large shrimp, please. Him, we sell it by the pound. Oh, okay, I understand that, but could you please count out 12
And then,
shrimp,
and then weigh it.
weigh them,
Yeah.
and then price it accordingly? And that's what I
Yeah.
would like.
Yeah.
Very simple.
People do what you want.
Ha-
Well, look,
ha-
we talk a lot of
yeah,
crap about
they
Publix,
will
but the
do it
service
that
is
way.
great at Publix.
And if the guy didn't understand the concept or didn't even understand, maybe English isn't his first language. He doesn't know that a dozen equals 12. So you spell it out and say, I would like 12 shrimp,
yeah.
and count it out and weigh it,
Yeah.
and I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And that's very simple. And you can
Yes.
say, thank you very much. Have a nice day.
So-
Go on your
oh,
way.
so
You don't
he-
have to go.
So how did he
Onto
handle it? He like
who?
lost it. He got mad.
He didn't say what he did. He
Oh,
just
okay.
was denigrating the guy for basically being an idiot, which I don't think is fair because you don't know a background of somebody. If they don't understand the word dozen, do you know how to say dozen in Creole?
No, I don't actually.
Yeah, so there you have it.
exactly.
And
I-
then people would say, well, they shouldn't be in that position if
No.
they don't know. You know,
Look, it's measurements, especially since we're the one country that doesn't do the metric system. So the rest of the world looks at us like we're idiots.
oh, and by the way, I don't mean to presume what ethnicity
No.
the guy was. He didn't say it.
He may have
and it's not
understood
relevant.
clearly.
The guy might have been Romanian and didn't understand a dozen in Romanian.
I'm not even going to say he didn't understand. Again, when it's dependent on the item, measurements are you like again. I get the word dozen with donuts, okay? Dozen with bagels,
Eggs.
dozen eggs. When I'm going to get meat, can I get a dozen
Steaks?
roast beef? Like it doesn't
A
work that
dozen
way.
slices of
It just
roast beef.
doesn't work that way.
I've
Like,
seen people order it that way. I want a dozen slices
you're
of,
allowed to ask,
of
but I'm going to
of
look at you like you're a
Swiss
jerk
cheese.
off. I'm going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. Then if you want to reframe it like you said, I get it. But my first reaction when it comes to shrimp, was like, dozen shrimp. That's a
But
weird.
Clams,
number.
you go stone crabs.
Yes.
Look, last week I went
They
to
do
my favorite place for
individual
stone
numbers,
crabs. All right, Delaware.
We love
But
Delaware,
and they price it by the pound. I got large. I was feeling a little bit flush after a win at the poker table.
But you don't know what a
And-
pound is in that. So I can
No,
understand
well,
getting 2 or 3
usually stone crabs are
and then they
usually
weigh it.
4 or 5 to the pound for large. But I wanted to have 3 each for me and Val
Yeah,
as
yeah,
kind of a
Yeah.
appetizer, and we had some leftovers. So I ordered 6 large stone crab claws, and nobody looked at me funny.
No, but
It
yeah, but
ended up being like a pound and a quarter. It was a little over, it was like 60
Stone
bucks.
crabs to me feel like a thing that you would order by.
Clams, you say, can I get a dozen
Like
clams?
when it comes to shrimp, you're not like, can I get 4? Like it's just, and you're allowed to. I'm sure they can work it out, like you just said. But it's a weird way of ordering that item.
All
is
right.
what I'm
Well,
saying.
all I know is that
I wouldn't put the guy
when
on blast
I
for
put
it.
it up, I didn't put the guy.
No,
I
not
don't
you.
know.
You're saying this guy went on to Let's Eat or tried to, and you approved it. To then say this guy give me crap about a dozen. Why can't he doesn't know what a dozen? I don't know if he doesn't know what a dozen is. I'm sure he's not used to hearing that term when it comes to that item. So you
Right.
just threw him off a little bit. But like you said, we give Publix a lot of crap because of prices. the reason people pay those prices is because the service is fantastic. Like I've gone to Publix, I worked at Publix because it's clean. There's always, like, when you go to a lot of these stores nowadays, you can't find workers ever. Like, it's hard to find workers. Publix, there's someone down almost every aisle. Like, Publix is great in service. If the sushi guy is fantastic. When you ask for seafood, that's the one thing they do really well, and that's why probably they charge an arm and a leg, because they know they're giving you service that you're not getting at Walmart, Aldi, some of these other places, and that's fine. You pay less for less, different kind of service. If you ask the guy, look, man, I get it, you do it by half a pound, whatever.
All right, we've spent too much time on this.
Because it's
but
just
here's
weird
the
to
thing.
me.
I approved it. I said, all right, maybe people are going to, like, talk about it a little bit. Of course, it's the post of the day. 53,000 people saw it. 166 comments and 229 reactions to this lowly picture of some shrimp sitting on a Publix thing, and the guy ended up getting more than 12 shrimp. He looks like I counted them. It looked like it was 17 shrimp.
You're probably going to screw yourself actually by doing the 12. Say, let me get a quarter pound. They'll give you 15, and it'll be the price you want for 12.
Whatever. Maybe he had a very precise recipe.
I'm sure.
But even if you have a precise recipe that calls for a dozen shrimp, if you got 5 left over, just dunk it in some cocktail sauce.
Exactly.
And you got yourself
you can do a lot with shrimp.
little sports writer party there. Anytime you get some extra shrimp on the side,
Exactly.
it's a great thing. All right. Food topic number 2.
Yes.
And then we'll take our first break. Somebody posted about, I guess there's a new burger place up in your neck of the woods in Coral Springs. I've never heard of it. It's called Marco's Top Burgers.
Okay, because we're always looking for good burgers.
But they posted a picture of it. I should have sent you the picture to post online. But it's one of those things that triggers me. It's a beautiful looking burger. It's not a smash burger. It's on one of those branded buns that has the restaurant name on top. Daniel's does it. Some French fries on the side. But there's a big old fat steak knife stuck right in the middle of it.
No.
And my comment was, excuse me, waiter, there's a knife in my burger. I don't know why. That's
bad, right? No, but isn't it bad because the juice?
It lets the juice run out.
Yeah.
And I know a couple of places that do this. One of them is up in Deerfield Beach, which is a well-regarded place, Tucker Duke's.
Yeah.
They do the big knife in the middle.
Yeah.
This place does the big knife in the middle.
Yeah.
What do you think of the big knife in the middle of the burger?
Look, I'm one that actually cuts burgers, and I've learned from you that's another sacrilege thing because the burger's supposed to be as it is, and you're supposed to just go in for a burger. I don't like eating things that are overwhelming, and a big ass burger is overwhelming to me, so I cut it, which probably already ruins it half the way.
I go back and forth on the cutting. Now that I'm sharing more burgers in my life,
I just can't eat a whole burger.
Now
I don't
that I'm
ruin
on the Ozempic, sorry, Sarnie, I mentioned Ozempic again.
It's okay. He's a happy guy right now.
And we've got, yes, he is.
Right in front of him. That's the
you heard
best
about the
food.
Cristobal factor? We've got the
The
Sarnie
Sarnie
factor in play now.
Good
He is
for
a
him.
very happy man. Where was I? I'm all distracted. So I don't mind so much cutting the burger, but just request a knife, or a lot of places have knives in their setups, but don't stick the big knife in the middle of it, and then leave it up to the person. If they want to cut the burger, they can cut the burger on their own. Yeah. But when you stick the knife in it, it's like a knife through my heart, because like you say, it lets the juices run out. Sometimes it can make it drier, and it just looks to me violent.
I was gonna say, it looks like here's your knife. It's like, I didn't ask for a knife. What are you telling me?
I've got enough chefs that want to plunge a knife into me.
When I have a formerly pregnant wife at home that's getting half the sleep she's used to, so I'm trying to keep the knives away from the wives. So it's a very it's funny you said that, because I see it and my first reaction was, why is there a knife in the burger?
No, it triggers me. And, trigger alert. And this is a ridiculous thing. It's why my whole life is ridiculous. And the fact that I administer this group and have discussions like this,
people love it.
It's so much better than talking about the Dolphins.
Yes.
And other things going on in the world.
Yes.
And this is my life, and I'm drinking my cocktail. My headache is dissipating. I am loving life here at Even Keel Fish Shack. We're going to take our first break, and then we're going to be hopefully sitting down. But, it looks like we got a little bit of a lunch rush. I love it. And Brad is working the raw bar here. He's shucking some things. Oh, he's getting the stone crabs ready. Oh, boy.
He hasn't forgotten it, Mr.
Mayo. Before we take the first break, it behooves me to talk about the upcoming Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. And Even Keel has been a long-time supporter and participant in the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. They are actually a past winner of
Yep.
the Grand Tasting People's Choice Award for that great. It was the soup.
The soup
on the day that it was like 45
coconut,
degrees.
pumpkin, whatever it was.
Pumpkin crab soup.
It was amazing.
It
They
was
did 3
great.
soups 3 years in a row that were fantastic, and because it was cold that day,
It-
that one
it
rose
was a
above the
hit.
others. Yep.
And they won. And I understand that they're going to be taking part, not just like usual with the Grand Tasting. We'll let Brad talk about it, but I understand there might be
Oh, a dinner?
a dinner.
Oh, nice.
That's
I've always wondered why
gonna
they're not
be
doing that.
having some of their old friends, because Brad and Dave know
Yep,
a lot
yep,
of people
yep.
in the biz.
James Max.
But again, that whole full lineup of the intimate dinners is going to be released pretty soon. But right now, you could go online to vlfoodwine.com and get your tickets for some of the bigger events, like the Grand Tasting, which is going to be Saturday,
Such a
January
blast.
24th, right there at Los Olas Beachside Park. And again, VIP tickets already sold out. Get your GA tickets while they last. They
Yep.
will sell out, so
Yep.
get them now.
Yep.
Then you've got the Friday night barbecue event, the Thursday night Asian themed walk and roll event.
Well, and what I like about the fest, and we praised it from the beginning, and again, we're not doing any jabs at Sobe because Sobe's become an international event, and that's great for South
Everybody
Florida.
has their space.
It's great.
Yeah.
But what I like about it's always been something we're proud of to be involved with and just love going to. But they don't rest on their laurels. Every year there's a
They're
new
growing.
They will move it to another place.
But
They'll do this. They'll do that.
They're
And I love
growing
it.
in the right way, so that
Yes.
it's not mobbed at these
No,
events.
no,
like
no.
some of the events, to the south, it gets a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Everything is the right size.
Yep.
There's never lines that are too long. You never feel claustrophobic.
No.
But they are adding more different events, some seminars, some cooking, demonstrations and interactive events, all these other ticketed events. Go online right now, vlfoodwine.com. Get your tickets today. It's going to be from January 19th to January 25th of
Nice.
2026. It's right around the corner.
I
can't
love it. And
believe-
Luca came early, so he's gonna be like 3-4 months. So I
Yeah,
can
so
really
you can
enjoy
get
this
out
thing.
there. Yeah, drop up. This is what God invented grandparents for.
Exactly.
You guys come out, enjoy yourselves.
Super
And
stoked.
again, it's a perfect gift for the food lover in your life. Get them early. You could give them as a
Yes.
Halloween trick instead of a treat. A Halloween treat.
Instead of a trick.
I'm dyslexic today. And then, of course, you could just give it for the holidays. Buy them now, give them out for the holidays. Makes the perfect stocking stuffer for the food lover in your life. VLFoodwine.com. All right, let's take the first break. We'll come back with some of the new items on the menu here at Even Keel Fish Shack after these words. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Hey, it's Mayo here for Prezzo Italian Restaurants. 2 locations, Boca Raton at Park Place on Military Trail and Palm Beach Gardens in the PGA Commons on PGA Boulevard. Contemporary Italian cuisine with house-made pastas, wood-fired pizzas, salads, veal, chicken, and of course their famous focaccia bread with oven-roasted garlic bulbs. In Garlic We Trust is their slogan, and you can trust Prezzo for a great experience with gracious service and tremendous value. Open 7 days, featuring brunch, lunch, dinner, and happy hour. Great wine deals and full bar at both locations. For reservations and more information, go to eatprezzo.com. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligans, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at juans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox. Even Keel Fish Shack. Beautiful day. 10 out of 10, as my mother used to say.
Yes.
And we are joined now by the great Brad Phillips, chef proprietor extraordinaire here. And he's got some of the new fall menu items. And, you know, one of them is pretty easy as a chef. You just crack them. Stone crabs.
Well, that too, yeah. Stone crabs have been fantastic so far. I think we're like 6 days into it.
1 week. Today is the official 1
true.
week.
Right.
But, you know, they were pulling the traps a week ago. You
right.
didn't get the real freshies until Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. So we ran a very, very successful all-you-can-eat promotion over the weekend.
I had to look at that 4 times.
I know.
Four. My buddy was chiming in on it. I'm like, I don't think Brad knows what he's doing. All you need stone crabs.
I'm so out of the loop.
And the price was like for like what you would pay for 4.
A lot of places used to have the all-you-can-eat stone crab promotion and have stopped because the stone crab prices got so prohibitive.
Right.
But you guys, you're throwing caution to the wind and say, what the heck, let's go.
We just said, we actually, when we start, the funny part, Mike, is when we started promoting the promotion, we didn't even know what the price was going to be on the crab.
Right.
So we just threw a price out there that we thought that, like, look, it's kind of like how we do all of our whole menu, bar and food. We just want to give people a good experience.
Yep.
We're not looking to make a bajillion dollars here. We like what we like. We like to make what we like.
Get them in the door.
And we get them in the door, and then
have a couple of drinks.
Yeah, hopefully everybody has a couple of drinks, orders a couple appetizers, and a dessert.
Your bartenders
you know what I mean?
and servers
Right.
Yep.
And then you have the ultimate beach party.
Basically. So we ended up running large and medium all you can eat. I think medium was $99. The large was $135.
Which is fantastic.
Which is insane. It's insane. No, it's insane.
Well, what I didn't tell you is actually came with the filler. We actually did a bowl of poutine for everybody for the table, and we did a plate of fried chicken for everybody at the table as a filler.
I never had your fried chicken.
Yeah.
You gotta load them up with some carbs.
Right. So
Otherwise,
that was for everybody. Start with that,
something.
and then start eating the crab. But anyway, we ordered over 200 pounds of crab. It
Oh
ended up
my
being
God.
incredibly
Well,
successful.
let's talk about the other items here before we get into the
So
crab
that being
fest.
said, we actually took, well, first off in the front, we've got to highlight the spiny lobster, local spiny lobster.
Look at that.
Really, really fantastic. We do a really light grill on it. Actually, do a really light sous vide on it. Then we do a light grill on it. Then I'll turn the tail meat inside out. We slabber it with miso butter, and then we fill the heads in with a pineapple and kimchi fried rice.
Oh,
This
geez.
looks
And then
fantastic.
we do a little dashi broth on the side just for that umami.
Yeah. So with the tail, should I dip a little?
I dip it. I would dip that a little bit. Yeah,
Get the
you got that
little
miso
umami.
on there, right?
And again, explain for people what is dashi exactly. It's
I mean, just from the ingredient, it's basically like a ponzu. It's a citrusy umami flavored broth. I don't know how it's done. Like
no, it's
so
it's in
yeah.
Japanese cuisine.
Japanese cuisine. It's a flavor enhancer, but it's supposed to be a background flavor too. Like it's just to help. It's just another step on the ladder.
And this will be on the menu.
It's on the menu right now. Yeah.
So
It's on the
this
menu right
This
now.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Seasonal specialty with the Florida spiny lobsters,
Right.
which are in season until when? That goes,
Gosh,
like
I don't
till
even know.
February or
Yeah,
something like that?
yeah. It's before. I mean, it's obviously before Stone Crab's over, but
Right.
yeah, it's something. It's after the new year for sure.
Okay, so this is one of the things, and again, one of the many reasons why I love you guys so much is you do these really innovative, creative, high-end dishes in the ultimate casual beach setting.
Yeah.
You see,
Yep.
the bar now is packed with not only one James Sarney in his shorts, but also a whole assortment of others, some in their bathing suits and some in flip-flops, and
Right.
it's great.
And you never know. Somebody could pull up with their Rolls Royce and want to have a
100%.
mega tower. You know, but I think that comes from Dave and I's personality. What we wanted to offer people in this area. I think it's become known. I mean, we've been around for like almost 6 years now. That
No,
we're-
I've
we're-
lost. Yeah, I was going to say
we're
I've
gonna be
lost
doing
all
local-
track of time. You
Yeah.
guys, you started off in another location, but you
Yeah.
came here. It was 6 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. January this year it'll be 6 years since Even Keel
Jeez,
started.
mazel tov.
And I don't
Yeah.
want to tell you anything, but I do appreciate the fact that you were on board when we first started the Lunchbox, and even back to when the Gambling Gourmet days when
Yeah.
I was on with
On the
Defo
radio.
Yeah.
on
I
AM
mean,
radio.
It was one of the when we got to know each other on a outside business, on a more personal level. It was one of I've been a big fan of you. You know that ever since I started working down here, and I was a huge fan of Defo too. I mean, that's all I listened to on the radio was sports talk radio. So to be able to build on that and carry a relationship over, but yeah, we've been a huge
We've
fan
done
from
now
the
the
beginning.
Really
oyster
appreciate it.
events
Yeah.
2 summers in a row. You guys are involved with the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah.
I love
We
the
just
fact
love it.
you guys are community minded. I see that you're also doing something for the breast cancer
Yeah,
month.
yeah, we're always trying to do something. I mean, once after Thanksgiving comes, it's kind of other than doing food and wine events, for Fort Lauderdale, Las Olas, whatever. Really, it's all about business, regular business during the week.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever we could do between now and Thanksgiving, we
Right.
try and do as much as we can.
Because then when crunch time comes,
Yeah,
you
it's
got to make
hard to
hay
do.
while the sun shines.
There's no looking back.
And
There's
I
no looking
love
back.
coming
Yeah.
here during spring break time because, like you guys in
Oh, it's
March,
jammed.
just
Yeah.
jam packed,
But-
killing it. It's great.
Yeah, we don't get the nice thing about that is we are jam packed, but we're jam packed with people that
Yeah, it's
we
not
don't
spring
get we don't get
breakers.
the spring break crowd.
Right.
We get
They're
like
not doing beer bongs. Or,
yeah,
or
exactly.
cake stands.
Right. Well, you can do a couple shambongs, but I don't know if they want to spend the money on that. Anyway, it's a great crowd, but it's also a
Sophisticated.
more sophisticated
Yes.
crowd. I
Oh,
guess.
look at this! You got the large.
We
out
got
for us.
I gave you guys the good
Thank
ones.
you.
I was trying to hook you
This
up.
is how that is an expression of true love.
It
You
is.
didn't give us the medium.
Look
You
at
gave
Mayo's
us the
face.
large.
It was
Look at
either-
Mayo's face.
It
He's
was
so
either-
happy.
That's
But
all-
you
yeah,
are fine.
that
Oh
is-
shoot, these are larges.
Now, when you run the all you can eat, and you're going to be doing it again this week.
We're going to be definitely doing it again, probably soon. I mean, like David and I said, we're not in this to make a joint. It ended up being
Was the place mobbed?
functionality.
Like, was it like
It
mobbed?
was on a Thursday that we would have done a quarter of the sales that we did on that day. Yes. Did we spend a lot on crab? Yes. But it was fun. We had live music that night.
Oh wow!
I think everybody had a great time. And again, we just want to make people happy. That's
Get
really what we
people
want
in
to do.
the door
So-
and celebrate the stone crab
we
season.
did it.
It's one of the things that makes South Florida life
Yes,
Right,
we
worth
have no one else
living.
does.
Now, that being said, Nick, my good buddy over there, our
And
morning
he's
supervisor.
back. It's so
Yeah,
great to see Nick back.
He's
Yeah, we
back.
love
Nick, wave to everybody. You're on TV. Yeah.
We love Nick.
So he was stuck up on the raw bar cracking crab for
Yeah.
5 hours.
And that takes real skill because you got to
don't
crack
want
it in the
you
right
don't want to
spot.
crack. You don't want to under crack it. You don't want to over crack it.
Yeah.
You don't want to smash the meat. But that being said, like we just kind of let everybody enjoy it, and then we also do our homemade honey mustard, and our famous dill aioli that we do
Dill
as a
aioli. And
little extra something.
so no drawn butter here, but you got the 2 dipping
We
sauces
have it available in the back, but let's
on request,
on request.
but it's a pain in the ass.
But it's
so,
not
Well,
really,
they do
but
their
it's
own
like
thing.
yeah, right.
That's
They-
it.
they love to
as long-
differentiate
if
themselves.
thank goodness nobody asked for them warm. That was the only thing that
Oh,
made me
really?
nervous.
Oh,
Was like,
no.
please nobody asked for
You're
That's
not
for us
not.
to
That's
re-steam
not.
them. Right.
You got to read the fine print. It
Right.
says
Cold
cold stone crab only.
Yeah,
especially when it's all you can eat. 'Cause
Sure.
You gotta
No, I
let them get
understand
it out. But I did have a question about that. Is do you inspect the plates and make sure they eat every part of the knuckle
Here's the
before you
thing.
bring out
So-
more stone
so
crabs?
here's
'Cause
the other-
everybody just loves eating these claws.
Here's
Yeah,
the other
pound
side
it,
of
yep,
that. We had to take that into account when we just ordered. No, we're not going to go. But I will tell you that
I can be your inspector.
my
I'll be the
girlfriend,
bad
my
guy.
girlfriend and I went to Catfish Dewey's.
They could write me
last
up
year.
on Let's Eat. I
We
love
went
that.
the
Stone crab.
the
food.
knuckle inspector.
Yes.
We went to
No more stone crab for you. You
We
have
wa-
to finish your
Yeah.
plate.
So Cabbage Dewey's is one of the classic places that did all you can eat.
They
They're
did all
known
you can eat,
for it.
but we went last year. We just did the snow crab there,
Okay.
and I will say that halfway through, I said to her, I go, I don't know why I'm digging through all these small legs because it's all you can eat. Why
Yeah.
would I not just eat the large ones and then be like, okay, bring me another fresh plate out? So we had to take that into effect. Yes, did some crab get wasted? 100%.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, nobody wanted to do the work, but
Well,
See, but
it
interesting- what's
shows your
interesting-
generosity of spirit because I would have been a bastard. I would have just said, no, you
Yeah.
got to eat every
But what I'll
one.
say is, I think people are conditioned because of the cost of a stone crab that even if it's quote unquote all you can eat,
they're still going to do the work.
exactly.
Right.
Like, are you going to waste stone? Like, who's going
Right.
to waste stone crab?
Right.
Like,
I'm sure some did,
sacrilege.
but I would like to say, and so that's the other thing too, is it is a lot of work. So David, like my girlfriend
as
and I,
much
when we
as-
did
so
the
you're not
snow,
going to eat that much.
Well,
Not as much work as blue crab.
no,
let's face
100% not.
facts.
When
No,
we did
but
that
it'll
snow
cut down
crab,
on the eating.
I probably could have eaten another 2 pounds. I just was done doing all the work.
Bingo,
You know,
bingo.
it'd be
Well-
one thing if we had this like completely shucked and it was just meat, but when you have to work at it,
Yeah,
you're gonna kind of eventually after an hour and a half, you're gonna be like,
I'm
I don't know,
good.
I think I'm full.
which
Yeah.
is the whole thing. That's
Right,
great.
right.
And to me, there's only so much stone crab you could eat before
Yeah.
the gout starts flaring up.
Sure.
So
I've never reached that point, but I'll take your word
wait,
for it,
wait
Mike.
till you
Ma'am.
get my age. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I already have
yeah.
a little gouty toe. I've been eating a lot of.
So
fries
someone just
last week.
asked,
Oh, wait. Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
in when? So
We
on your
haven't-
Instagram,
so
I know you
check
guys
the
release a lot of
socials,
stuff on your
Stay tuned.
Instagram.
Stay tuned. We will 1,000% post it on our social media. It might even be posted on our website.
Yep.
But we Dave and I have totally come to. We're definitely 100% doing it at least one more time throughout the season.
Yeah.
Most likely very soon, to be honest.
Right, probably before the peak season.
Before the peak season, sometime
Before
in the
the
next
boat show,
sometime in the next 2 weeks, we will most
Yeah.
likely be doing it again.
Okay, that's
But stay
interesting.
tuned. We will definitely post about it on our
and I
social
don't
media.
think we talked. Did we talk properly about the
Oh, and I
lobster
guess not.
poutine?
So
Yeah.
this is fantastic.
So this, I was kind of thinking like, oh, we're just going to do all local crustaceans today. For
Great.
but we actually, what we
I'm
David and I
down with
started doing,
that.
we ended up getting maybe 15 to 20 Maine lobsters, just to kind of go through. It actually adds some nice tail meat to our lobster rolls that we're doing that we've had on the menu forever.
Right.
And
You
then
have
we
the
take
main lobster rolls.
We have the main lobster rolls, but we'll take the bodies and the heads and blend them up and make an incredible lobster stock. It takes about a day and a half to make our lobster
Wow.
stock.
That's
And then from that, I kind of turned it into more of a bisque than a gravy. And we
Yep.
get the really nice cheese curds, and
I
we
like
do
that.
like it's a lobster bisque poutine.
Oh, so there's
with
lobster
cheese
chunks
curds.
and it's a lobster
Yeah,
bisque.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the
Yes, it's
clam
fantastic.
chowder fries
It's-
that
yes,
right.
Timon's doing down at the
Exactly.
Catherine,
It's a chowder
only
fry, but with bisque.
It's with
Right.
Yeah,
lobster
people are going to be
bisque.
mad at
right.
that.
And you have the hand cut fries that you
Hand-cut
make.
fries that again, Nikki's back there doing every single
Well,
morning.
and again, and I like poutine, but what I can say for poutine, a lot of the time it is a heavier
Sure.
thing. This doesn't feel as heavy.
It's not, and it's gluten free for anybody else that's out there. I actually thickened something I learned way back when. We thicken our bisque with a little bit of rice. So I blend the vegetables, so it's blended with sticking with naturally with vegetables, and I add a touch of rice. So that whole dish is actually gluten free.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Yeah.
I've never had the that.
The-
what's
yeah,
it,
the
dill?
dill.
Aioli, super good. Touch of horseradish, mustard,
Interesting.
fresh dill, lemon juice. Yeah. It adds a whole different level.
That's part of the reason why you guys are you guys. You
Yep.
come
I
up
don't
with
know.
Every
these
touch.
little
Just,
twists.
it'd just be boring with just the honey mustard. You know, everybody does that. Everybody does that.
It's good. I'm
So
one who
these
always,
are two new dishes.
Yeah.
And you have stone crabs. Anything else? And you're
Yeah,
always
so
a
what else?
seasonal
What else are
guy.
we doing? I don't know.
getting
We
into fall.
changed. So we finally got the marmalades changed on the grilled cheese and the pate. So now that's back to doing the honey butter. which
Honey
is
butter.
right now in season. We've got a killer kale salad, which is seasonal right now, which
nice.
is got pears, a little bit of blue cheese, roasted pumpkin, and bloomed cranberries in there as well, which is incredible salad for the fall. Trying to think what else. Yeah, we Dave and I kind of went through about 2 weeks ago and just started swapping stuff out. And then this will probably be our menu probably till like around Thanksgiving. And then we'll start getting into like early winter stuff.
Now, let me ask you a couple of questions. Are you still doing the clams carbonara?
Yes,
pasta?
we are.
Oh my god, that dish is
But
so
we're
good.
not doing it's. We changed it. We're actually making homemade cavatellis now. So we're doing homemade cavatelli.
Ooh,
So we're calling it cavatelli and clams. That's what we're calling it. Yeah. So still the same thing with the Ben's bacon, the peas. You're still making like that
Creaminess. Oh,
light
that's
cream
so-
sauce with the bacon and the peas, but we're doing homemade cavatelli.
Oh my
in it as
god.
well.
So you guys just don't want to make it easier.
I know, man. I know. I
It's
don't
like
know.
the chefs and you're like, oh, we can't use the box pasta anymore. We got
Like it was just like, why are we just?
Were you using
why-
bucatini before?
We were doing bucatini, which I love
I
bucatini.
It's a
love
nice
it. I love
pasta.
But
it.
we were buying. You're exactly right. We were buying it when
Yeah.
we have amazing cooks
Flour,
now,
yeah,
and
yeah.
now come January 3rd, is that like we might be moving it back to bucatini, but most likely not. We try 1,000% to do everything that we
In-house,
possibly can
yeah.
from scratch. Yeah, from scratch.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
dish
just
is
polish
wonderful.
off my first stone crab.
Yeah, welcome back to season, Mike Mayo.
I love this so much.
Yeah,
When you eat that first stone crab and it's sweet and it's fresh,
Yeah.
and now you got those great dipping sauces here, it makes you realize that horrible, long, humid, hot summer
yeah, yeah.
is all worth
I'm
it.
And
doing
it's
that.
not 175 degrees
No, it's
out
been
right
nicer,
now.
man.
Like really the last week, I would say fall has really come
Yeah,
to
it feels
Fort
like a
Lauderdale.
fall.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's just go over some other things because we like to keep track of the various specials. You're
Sure.
still doing the half price wine on Wednesday today?
Yeah, so Monday's still all you can eat mussels on Monday, which is our spicy mussels that we have on our menu right now. Everybody's been crushing that. Tuesday is the $2 oyster night,
Nice.
and the half off bottle. Or I'm sorry, the $2 oysters, and then the
on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
you got,
Tuesday-
Oh, the beer.
the High Life and the Shambongs.
right. Chambongs.
For $2, and then on Wednesday is the half offer bottles of wine, and then the $1 jerk wings.
Oh, you're
Still,
still
you're
doing the
doing the
wings.
dollar
Oh,
wings
those
today.
wings are
Yeah,
great.
wings.
wow.
We're doing wings, and
Those
actually we
wings
turn
are
it over.
great.
We're kind of taking our hot sauce. Some people like them plain. Some people like the sauce on the side. We're doing our homemade hot sauce. We could kind of do it like buffalo style if we want.
Oh, nice.
And then Thursday we're doing half off burgers. Still
Yeah,
doing
that's
that.
such a
that.
deal.
See, I'm trying
Oh
to
my
get
God.
Burger Beast up here because he still hasn't. Yeah, I don't know if you know Seth. He's a big burger guy down
Yeah.
in Miami, and he does some certain events. And I've been hyping your burger and saying it's one of the best in
Yeah,
Broward.
yeah,
and
yeah.
He's been meaning to get up here, and I told him, I said, let's meet on a Thursday.
Thursday.
sometime,
Come for
'cause-
Thursday.
So you're going to be doing that special through also.
Mike, we're
Thanksgiving?
gonna try. We're gonna try and keep that all
And
season.
that comes with your
Really?
hand-cut fries as well,
That
right?
does 100%.
So it's like
It's
$11
$11
$11.
$11
for a
Like,
double
you can't-
burger.
You can't even go to like Burger Fight. You can't even get that for
No,
Burger
no,
King right now.
no. You
On a
can't.
Thursday,
You
right.
really can't.
Yeah.
Crazy good value.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, 100%.
you guys keep getting it done. Of course, we got the daily happy hour Monday through Friday,
Yep.
4 to 7.
Yep.
You've got the
Still-
weekend brunch.
Still doing
service.
the brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. We're bringing live music. Catfish is going to be playing for us every Friday nights. I think moving forward, we have Greg B doing live music from noon to 3 for a brunch on Sundays. Still got the bottomless mimosas and the Bloody Marys. Yeah, we're pretty much. We kind of wanted we wanted to crank things up
Keep it
now,
going,
so
yeah.
we're not
Yep.
caught with our pants down when it
Do you
comes.
get boat
summer.
show?
We get
traffic?
boat show. Yeah,
Well,
yeah. We get a
right
little
up
bit.
the road here.
Yeah, and again, it's nice because it's almost like a different client. You have to kind of want to come here. It's not just we're not
Right.
shooters
Right
or we're
on
you
the
know what I
water,
mean,
yeah.
or not shooters, but coconuts, right?
Right.
Like they just fill up because they fill up. You
Well,
have to.
they're closed.
Where's
but
the
here,
best? Where's the best seafood in Fort Lauderdale? And then people
come
find their
here.
way here.
Yep.
Word
Right.
to the wise, yes, it is worth getting in an Uber for
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple of miles,
Yeah.
and you get away from the maddening
Right,
crowds
right,
down there.
Right.
And that's going to be in a few weeks. It's
Yeah.
toward the
Yeah.
first weekend in November. It's a
We
little
were
bit
just
later.
out there last week, and they're already building. It's funny. Apparently, it takes like over a month to build the
Jeez.
floating docks, but then it takes a day and a half to break them down. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, they're all.
It's always
all out there.
easier to destroy something.
I guess so. Look at you with that crap.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
And that was great. Very, very nice.
And this spiny lobster
and again, these
fried
guys,
rice is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so great because you get the high quality and you also get the great value with all these different specials.
Right. We don't. We
Check out-
again. We don't want. We want to be as approachable as possible. That's kind of what
check
we're looking
out
for.
the again the socials for the latest on what specials they're running, when they're going to do the all-you-can-eat stone crab again. On Instagram, I believe it's at Even
Keel Fish.
Fish.
Yep.
Yes.
At Even Keel Fish.
Yeah. And
as soon as we figure it out, we will definitely post it up there. So keep your eyes out.
all good. Well, I would shake your hand and thank you, except that I got all
I'll
kinds
give you a
of
hug.
stone
I'll give you a
crab
hug after we go. Yeah.
And again, come
Our
check it
pleasure.
out. It is Even Keel Fish Shack. They have been here, it seems like now forever, but
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
6 years.
I mean, it'll be 5 years. It'll be 5 years this year at this location, and then a little over 6
Total.
come January for when you get started. So
All right. Well, keep up the great work.
Yeah, you guys are doing such a good
Thanks
job.
so much.
And when you do run that all you can eat,
Yeah,
I'll
let
see
us
you
know.
there. Yeah, I know you'll be back.
Yes.
The non-pregnant lady would probably eat her weight. in
Yeah.
stone crab.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
no worries.
Well, we'll let you go. Enjoy
Thanks so much,
the rest
guys, for
of the
coming.
day,
Yeah.
and we'll see you again next month. Maybe I don't
Maybe.
want to twist any arms, but maybe next month we'll show
We-
off the house-made cavatelli.
Cavatelli.
Oh yeah,
And maybe a
Good
burger.
call. Good call. And,
And,
then we'll bring the pate. I don't know if you've had the pate in a
Yeah,
long
it's great.
time.
Oh, I
It
love
was
that.
great.
Oh, it's so good. I
Really
know
good.
we're a seafood place, but I mean, when it comes to a fish house,
Yeah,
like
you
that's
do other
kind of
stuff.
that's a
Yep.
pretty good
and-
staple item.
and just two more quick holiday questions. Do you do anything special? Halloween's on a Friday night this year.
We were gonna dress everybody up. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but as far as food specials, I don't think. I think we're just gonna roll with the
Can I
regular
come
Friday.
as a stone crab?
You can come as a stone crab. I might have some goofy costume on. I don't know. I thought about dressing up as a lobster. Or
And
something. I don't know.
Thanksgiving, open,
Thanksgiving,
close,
we're gonna be closed this
Okay.
year, and I unfortunately I don't think we're gonna do the takeout thing. I mean, it was fun, but it's definitely a niche thing.
It's a lot of work, and look, you're known for seafood. Let
Right.
people come on Black Friday and stuff
Right,
themselves
right,
with all
right,
the good
exactly,
seafood. after
exactly. Well, we might get some turkey, a couple turkeys in that week, and just do some kind of fun special with that too. I
Okay.
don't know.
Does turkey go with any seafood? I can't think of any dish I've seen that ever incorporated both turkey and either crab or shrimp or.
I don't know.
I'm giving you an assignment, like you're on Chopped or something like that.
Yeah, like what if you
In
did,
the basket
What if
today.
you did like
Tom turkey,
stone
crab,
like
spiny
roasted turkey
lobster.
with some kind of like
Florida
mussel,
avocado, for default.
mussel, like a. What if you did a curry mussel with
Curry mussel with turkey.
With turkey.
Oh, that would probably be fire.
How about like a
Oh,
turkey?
smoked turkey. You could do a smoked
How
turkey.
about a
with,
smoked turkey jambalaya?
Oh, you could totally
There
do
you go.
that.
There
There
you
you go.
There you go. So
You're
we'll
right.
see what happens when
All right, maybe I'll
Like
have that.
my
next
stone
time
crab
we get
going?
to it. Yeah, yeah.
people get together.
It's so fun. This food is so fun.
It is so much fun. It's even more fun, when I get
Especially
to eat
here.
stone crab.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
Brad, you're the man.
Thank you guys so
Yeah,
much
we'll
for
see you
coming.
next
Thanks,
month.
everybody.
Have
Yeah.
a great rest of the month. Have a great boat show, and we'll see you
See you
sometime
guys soon.
before Thanksgiving.
Thanks so much.
You're the best,
All right,
Brad.
let's
Thanks.
take the second break, and then we'll get out of here from Even Keel Fish Shack.
When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial. Serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, Even Keel Fish Shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Looking for a real New York slice? Check out Peter's Pizzeria, your neighborhood pizza shop. With 2 locations, 1166 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach and 897 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca Raton. Slices, whole pies, specialty pizzas, heroes, rice balls, salads, pastas, and Mama's homemade desserts. It's New York flavor, Florida made. Originally from Long Island, Peter brings passion and pride to his pizzas. No matter where you're from, you'll feel right at home. Open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner with delivery and takeout. Place your order today at mypeters.com. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years, Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Great seafood and more at Mignonette, Miami. It's in the Edgewater neighborhood at 210 Northeast 18th Street, close to the Arch Center and Heat Arena. Mignonette is open every day for dinner, and it serves the freshest fish and raw bar items with a daily selection of the finest oysters around. Chef owner Danny Surfer and his team are eager to please. Mignonette is Michelin Guide recommended and Lunchbox approved. For reservations and information, go to mignonnettemiami.com. When people ask me about the best restaurants in South Florida, Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef-founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner, reservations recommended. For a special occasion or any occasion, Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for Sunday brunch and Taco Tuesdays with their $4 premium tacos, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you.
So I will say,
there's a bird at my feet now. I think I dropped a couple of stone crab.
Yeah, he's
things,
smart. He
and
knows.
Look at that. He's going right in on it.
He knows.
That is
he
the
knows where to
smartest
go.
pigeon I've ever seen.
He knows where to go.
I had some stone crab
You're a mess.
scraps, detritus, fall to the floor. I was a little shocked, but
I was gonna say it's been a while. I always forget the Mayo stone crab experience.
Oh, do you see the happiness that
Brad,
washes over
the
me?
happiness and also the mess. Brad was like, "Yeah, I'm all right."
But I mean, just having these
You're so
wipes
happy.
away like 20 ridiculous "Let's Eat South Florida" posts. Like, it's okay. Everything in my world now is
Yeah, it's hard to be
copacetic.
mad when you're getting stone crab. Like
I'm
that.
probably as happy as Defo is right now.
And Keeneland.
And
And I can't stop eating this.
Yeah,
Like,
so
this
that-
poutine is
the lobster
fantastic.
poutine, I have to
It's
admit, I was
fantastic.
raising my eyebrows, but it's with little bits of Maine lobster.
When it's a lobster bisque,
with
not like a
with
gravy
lobster
and cheese.
bisque on it, and it's fantastic.
It's really good.
I didn't ask what the cost was, but I'm sure it's.
I mean,
priced.
I would put it like an app. I mean, you put it out there when it takes a little bit. You
That's
do some
great, and they make great
stonies.
fries here. Again,
The
their
fries are fantastic.
French fries are top notch. All right, before we get out of here,
Yes, sir.
again, these guys are open every day.
Yes.
But he mentioned they're going to be closed Thanksgiving Day. So where are you going to go for Thanksgiving?
There's only
Our
one
friends
place I
at
can think of.
Tropical Acres, of course. They are serving as usual for the holiday, and they have a special holiday menu. They do the traditional turkey dinner with the fixings, but they also have some of their great steaks, and prime rib is on the holiday menu.
Ooh.
So get in now, because they do obviously fill up and sell out for their Thanksgiving Day dinner. Go online to tropicalacres.com to get the details in terms of the hours. I think they open at like noon and they go to about 8 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
I'm not quite sure of that, But what you want to do really is give them a call to get your reservation today, because they are so old school, in business since 1949. The only way you can get a reservation there is by giving a phone call.
Yep.
And they actually answer
But
the
there's
phone.
always someone there answering.
Live human beings, not AI generated bots.
Yes.
They take down your name
Yep.
and your phone number and the number of people in your party,
Yep.
and then they will welcome you warmly for not just Thanksgiving Day, but any day except Sunday. They're open
I'm
from
talking about lobster.
Monday through Saturday.
That lobster deal is
They have the
insane.
twin lobster special that's going for about another month till right before
We gotta
Thanksgiving.
get out there with Shirley.
Twin Maine lobsters, $39, including a salad inside.
Mm.
Great deal there. All kinds of great deals too. Also, happy hour, half price wine night Monday and Tuesdays. The loyalty reward club card, where for every 12 entrees you purchase, you get the 13th one on the house. Well, up to a $35 value.
Yeah.
All kinds of great stuff. But again, 954-989-2500 is the phone number to make your reservations at Tropical Acres for either this week or the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas time, New
Yep.
Year's. They're open for certain days. Go online to check out the full schedule, but definitely Thanksgiving Day. Spare yourself all the aggravation. We love Tropical Acres. The Studio Alleys are great people.
Yep.
All right. Lubie, anything else to add? What are you bringing back to Shirley?
I am gonna make the not pregnant lady very happy. She's because when you're pregnant, you can't have raw fish.
A lot of restrictions.
So she's had sushi, but she wanted more sushi, and I was like, "Well, I'm going to Even Keel." She said, "Oh, okay, never mind. Tell me something fun." And I'm like, "Well, they have tuna poke, and that's one of those things you can't eat when you're pregnant."
Right.
And she'd been at different events where they had it, and she couldn't have it, so bringing her that, and she doesn't know it's stone crab season. So I literally wrestled one of these from Mr. Mike Mayo so that Shirley can have a little bit of stone crab with some tuna poke, and she will be happy. Luca will be happy. So thank God I'll be happy.
Yes, it's the least she could get after bearing your child.
Exactly.
All right, so tomorrow we're not going to be talking sports at Shenanigans Sports Pub. We will be.
He'll
talking,
bring it up because he can't help himself. But I love that he said, "I don't want to talk it."
Friday will be at Gulfstream Park, our usual Friday fun place.
Yep.
With I think Ken, the professor, will be sitting in.
I'll have him come out.
And then next week we got a full lineup. It's going to be a big pizza week. I'm going to be going off to New York.
Ooh.
Going to do a little encore edition Monday, but we're going to then have Pizza Craft on Tuesday.
Nice.
We're going to have Peter's Pizza on next Thursday.
Nice.
And in between, we're going to have, I don't know if it's at Dee's Sports Bar. I
Oh,
think.
nice. Oh,
So
that's amazing.
Maybe we can talk some sports there with Cassidy.
There you go.
Again, thanks to Brad.
Yeah, Brad and Dave, you guys are the
Dave,
best.
Great job here. Even Keel Fish Shack. Come on out. It's a perfect day.
Yes.
Get your half price
Well,
wine.
they're doing the
your dollar wings,
wings, and the
half
wings are
price
fantastic.
wine, and the usual happy hour from 4
And you
to
should try
7.
these dishes. They are wonderful.
Great stuff. All right. Enjoy every spiny lobster poutine and every stone crab, and enjoy every sandwich.